What's going on, guys? Welcome to the daily Udemy Income Report, the show where I talk about making money on Udemy, walk you through what's working for me, and teach you how to do the same thing. My name is John Elder from CourseTherapy.com, and today is Thursday, January 3rd, 2019. In today's episode, I want to talk about Udemy's educational email announcements, but before we do that, let's get into yesterday's numbers. So yesterday was the 2nd of January, and we had 17 courses sold, which is pretty good. $57.39, sort of average-ish for this sort of time of the month, but that came to just $3.38 per course, which is way, way down in the averages. Like I've said before, when Udemy runs these sales, as they're doing right now with their New Year's resolution sale, you just get paid less because they're selling the courses for cheaper. There's affiliate fees and promotional fees and all the different fees. You end up with a couple dollars per course if you're lucky, sometimes a little bit more. It just depends. Refunds to date, 0. Of course, it's the beginning of the month, so we expect that. And reviews, 6 yesterday, which is pretty good. So month to date sales, $99.53. Courses sold so far, 29. We're just 2 days into this month, so that's not a big deal. 11 reviews so far, no promotional activity. Like I said yesterday, I'm not going to be doing an email promotion till probably the end of this month, at least. Total enrollments are 112,416, and my average rating bopped up to 4.53. So before we get into reviews and things like that, I want to look at the end of month December. So you can see it's a little bit higher than when we looked at this a couple days ago, $2,057. It was $1,900 and something at the end of the month. And the reason for that is Udemy for Business the income came in a little bit early. It usually comes around the 5th or the 6th of the month. This month for whatever, it came in today on the 3rd. So that's interesting. It's cool that it came. We can pull this up here and see. Yeah, so here it is. It shows up on your revenue tab or on your revenue screen as Udemy for Business. Now here's your regular revenue. If you click here, Udemy for Business, you can see. And so for December, for Udemy for Business, I made $95.43. Last month, I made $125, I think. Yeah, $123 that month. The month before that, I made $64. Oops, just closed the tab. But that was the very first month I was in Udemy for Business. And you can see I've only got 4 of my 37 courses that are in Udemy for Business. And the reason that is because it's totally up to Udemy. They only take what they want, and these are the courses of mine that they wanted. There's a big long list of courses they're looking for, but none of my courses fit into that list, so I only have 4 courses on there. Right now I'm making another course that will fit on that list, so hopefully I'll get that one put in there as well. So as you may or may not know, Udemy for Business, you don't get paid per course, you get paid by the minutes consumed. So last month people watched 2,653 minutes of my videos, and somehow that came to $95.43. There's a pool of money that they have for Udemy for Business every month, and they just divide it by the total number of whatever, and that's what you get per minute. So you can see I have a PHP course, 416 minutes. That got me $14. Ruby programming course is the big one, 1,391 minutes, $50. This Ubuntu Linux thing, 200 minutes. And then Python and JavaScript, 648 minutes. So like I said, this was below what I had hoped. I'd hoped it would be 150 to 200 slowly building each month, but it just wasn't this month. So I don't put a lot of stock into this. I don't think it's ever going to be a big revenue boost for me, but it's $100 extra for free, so we'll take it. So one last thing. Well, first of all, let's look at my Udemy profile page very quickly, as we usually do. Users/John Elder 3. And today, 45,595 students, the same 37 courses, and 2,369 total reviews. And we've got a change today. I just now only noticed this. The bestseller tag on my Intro to Postgres SQL database. I hardly ever get a bestseller tag. The bestseller tag is the best you can do on Udemy. It means it's the best-selling course in that category. And I believe this is in the database category, which is it's in Postgres, which is a pretty competitive category. So, wow, that's amazing. I'm very happy about that. So we'll see in the next few days how income for this course changes. So far, I haven't noticed a big boost, but we'll see. Other than that, these two are still the highest rated. Highest rated is different than bestseller. Bestseller is just it's sold the most. Highest rated is people have reviewed it as the highest rated. They've given it the highest star reviews, So interesting. So this is amazing. I'm going to have to screenshot this and save it for later. And yeah, very, very cool. So let's see. What else? Let's look at the reviews. So we had 6 yesterday. We have a 5-star here. 5-star with a nice long review. Hi, John. Thanks for your course. It was right to the point without redundant content and exactly what I needed. Since, in my honest opinion, a basic user authentication is basic to every site that has to handle users. That's what this course is, a Django user authentication course. After this initial authentication, I'll researching authorization within blah, blah, blah. I also like that you are fair regarding the prices of your courses. Very, very cool. Well, Udemy sets the prices, so. But we'll let this guy believe what he wants to believe. Same guy gave me another 5-star review for one of my other courses, but didn't write anything. Interesting. And especially with Django, a lot of people take multiple courses of mine in Django for some reason. 4 stars, so far so good. Negative valuable information. Weird, right? Here's an interesting one. We got 4 stars from this guy, but he put negative for everything except for engaging delivery. I don't know. Sean gave a 4.5 stars. Good for absolute beginners. Goes over the basics pretty well. Explains enough to get you started and comfortable. Pace could be slightly slower for beginners to follow along. I hate that. Udemy lets you put the speed, whatever you want, on the video player. So if a person talks too fast, you can slow it down and it will talk slower. You can do that. Or it's a video. Rewatch it. It can't be too fast. Pause it. Rewatch it. I don't understand, but I get that all the time. It's too fast or it's too slow. It's completely up to you how fast or slow you watch the videos. You can rewatch them as many times as you. It boggles my mind. But he gave a 4.5 stars, so we're going to let Sean off the hook for that one. Short videos makes getting through the entire course a pretty seamless experience. All in all, a good review because it's 4.5 stars, and then they wrote a bunch of stuff, which we like to see. Thomas Thompson, 5 stars. Eben Daniel, 4.5 stars. Sven, 5 stars. And that was all. This is 3 hours ago today, so we'll look at this one next time. So for the rest of the time, after we've already looked at all the numbers, I want to talk about very quickly Udemy educational announcements. So Udemy lets you have 3 educational announcements per course per month. You get 2 promotional announcements per course per month. Promotional announcements are the ones we like. We can sell stuff in them. Educational announcements are a little bit more tricky. You can't sell stuff unless you're very indirect about it and subtle, but you're not supposed to, and you shouldn't. It's against the rules. I don't use them very much, but I've resolved in this year to use them more. And at the end of December, on the last day, I sent one out. This is the first one I've ever sent out. I sent it out to all my courses, and here it is. I just want to look at it real quickly. It's the same image that I sent out with my promotional announcement. And you can see I have a t-shirt on that has my website, Codemy Learn to Code. So it's subtly selling something, but without blatantly selling something. So I think that's skirting the line a little bit, but acceptable because it's just a t-shirt. I'm just wearing a t-shirt. What are you going to do? So here's what I sent out. I just wanted to take a quick minute to wish you and your family a happy new year and to thank you for trusting me with your coding education in 2018. Let's make 2019 even better. Now's the time to learn that new skill that could change your life for the better. In my opinion, there's no better skill to learn for the future than coding. Thanks for taking one of my coding courses, and thanks for participating in the Codemy Facebook group. In 2019, I hope to see even more of you there asking questions about coding, sharing your projects, and helping all of us grow as coders. Here's to 2019. Best, John Elder. So this is not the framework I'm going to use going forward for my educational announcements. This was just a one-time deal. I wanted to send this out and see what happens. I got a few responses because you can, as a student, when you get this, it shows up on your dashboard and you can reply and post a comment. So I got a few comments from people saying, Happy New Year's to you. Other than that, there's no real way to track if this helped financially in any way. I don't think anybody saw this and then remembered me and ran out and bought one of my courses or something, which is kind of what I hoped would happen. But, it was the end of the year anyway. In the future, I'm going to be sending out all 3 of these a month if I can. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on blogging. I'm going to write blogging articles and videos that have to deal with the different coding courses in some way, but that also kind of, you have to come to my website to watch them, come to my blog. You can announce a blog article. I've got a Django course. If I write an article on Django, I can put that as an educational announcement, because it is. It's a blog article I wrote that directly relates to the course in some way and benefits the students, and it's not overtly selling something. Now, when they go to the website to read the article or watch the video, I'll have ads on my website selling membership to my course or selling other of my Udemy courses. So in that indirect way, that could benefit me, I guess, financially. And also, I'll be funneling people to my Facebook group, which I haven't even started yet, even though I mentioned it in this email. I don't know if you caught that or not. I'll be starting a Facebook group and funneling students to that as well, just as another avenue of a way I can sell stuff to people later on to try and capture them as a person. When you're in Udemy, Udemy owns the customer. You have very little interaction with them from a marketing standpoint. Udemy lets you have 2 promotional announcements a month, and that's it. You can't send them emails. You don't have their email address. You can't send them Facebook messages. You don't have their Facebook information. But if they join your Facebook group, that gets them off of Udemy and into your marketing funnel, so to speak, and into your marketing universe, and then you can market to them any way you want. So that's a goal for my educational announcements in the new year, and that's what I'll be working on. I'll walk you through it as I do it and show you exactly what I do. We'll talk about what works and what doesn't work as I find out, because this is all new to me. I've never done these educational announcements before, so it should be interesting. So that is pretty much it for today. Recapping the numbers very quickly. Yesterday was 17 courses sold. Not too bad, $57, and 6 reviews, which we're happy to see. The big news is this bestseller badge, which is, gives you a little rush when you see that bestseller badge. It doesn't happen very often. It has happened to me in the past, but not that often. So this is one of my best-selling courses, well, obviously, and in the last month or so, it's been selling really well. And you can see, so remember when I changed all the thumbnails? I did not change this one because it was selling so well, I didn't want to jinx it. And when something's selling well, you don't mess with it. You just let it keep selling. Same thing for this one down here, which is also a database course, which is interesting. I didn't touch it either for the same reason. It was selling well. And there's a couple of other ones. So let's really quickly run through here and see if we have any other bestseller. The highest rating, that's always been that way. And highest rated, that's always been that way. And it looks like that's it. So, okay. But that's cool. We'll definitely take it. And very, very exciting to see. So that's it for today's report. If you like this episode, be sure to smash the like button below, subscribe to the channel, and check out CourseTherapy.com for more tips, tricks, and online course awesomeness. My name is John Elder from CourseTherapy.com, and I'll see you again tomorrow morning.